Hey everyone, Stephanie here, coffee drinker, book lover, and reviewer of many things. And today I am going to tell you about the PaperPie Reading Challenge for 2026. That's right, 2026. Next year, so that you can get all these books for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever your end of the year celebration is. So you'll be ready for next year, or your kid will be. You can read them too. Okay, so the Paper Pie 2025 Reading Challenge has 12 books bonus. So it has 13 books, and hoping that that happened this year doesn't happen next year because I only have 4 of these books. I have a lot of Paper Pie books, but most of them are board books or little picture books for kids. You have a few like graphic novels, like Dracula, that's like right there. But I wanted them to be like chapter books or little chapter books. And so that's what I was working on. That is why I don't have very many. I tried to make this to be suited for like 5 to 11 at the oldest because I thought, children's book. I know that 11, 10, and 11 are like more preteen, but trying to get a range. So the first book on this challenge is called Double Felix. This book is by Sally Harris. 11-year-old Felix Twan's life revolves around the number 2, and that's becoming a problem. A problem so bad that he's on the verge of being expelled. Oh no. But a friend turns Felix's world upside down. So this book is recommended for 8 to 12. And the reviews that I saw are so like inspiring. They inspired me to want this book. I'm just gonna read you a few of the reviews that were for this book. It says, "Do you have or know a child with OCD, a tic, or dyslexia? Then this book is for you. Beautiful story of friendship, family, and overcoming obstacles. Um, a heartwarming story of a boy struggling to fit in and to make friends because he is working with his specific rules. Adorable how he finds the people to help him gradually without realizing they have overcome the obstacles in the way." So this it's just about friendship and overcoming obstacles, and I was like, perfect. I think this is a great book to start the year off with. So I put it as number 1 on the list, and I am so excited. I can't wait to read it. The next book on the list is called Izzy the Inventor and the Unexpected Unicorn. This book is by Vanna Davison, and it has actual experiments for you to do in the book, and I'm like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I love experiments. Science is the best. That's what Ada Twist says. Okay, it says Izzy the inventor loves science and does not believe in magic. That is until one day her fairy godmother appears to send her to fairy tale land. to rescue Prince Charming from the Mountain of Doom with an enthusiastic unicorn as her guide. To succeed, Izzy must use her science skills to outwit trolls, goblins, and bottomless lakes of despair. But her quest will also teach her about the power of friendship and that we all need a little magic in our lives. Doesn't that sound so cute? This book is recommended for 6 and up. So I'm just excited. Somebody wrote there's an underlying theme of problem solving, perseverance, and importance of following one's passion. So I think this is great. We all want to encourage our kids to do what they love, right? Within reason. Within reason, of course. But to be creative and passionate, that's what I want to instill in my kids. So I put that book on there and it has experiments. It has experiments. That's it. That's why I put it on here. Okay. The next one is Operation Robot Storm. This is book 1 in the mythical 9th division, I believe. Yeah. And it is by Alex Milway. It says 3 Yetis are about to save the world in this hilarious new series. Something strange is happening in the Welsh Mountains. It should be the middle of summer, but Sodana has been besieged by blizzards and ice storms. The company of Arctic trained soldiers sent to investigate has disappeared. And the only remaining hope is a secret troop of Yeti agents. The mythical 9th Division is a comic strip chapter beginning book with illustration. This is recommended for 7 to 11. Obviously, you don't have to be like, oh, my kid is 12, they can't read this. I'm 35 and I'm gonna read it. Also, my kid is 5 and we're probably gonna read it together. So who cares about those? Let's Oh, it has a nice twist and they were pleasantly surprised. Enticing battles. 3 Yetis must battle an army of super robots to save the world. Ooh. That sounds fun. Next on the list is I have this one. It's the honeybee. The honeybee. I love Billy B. Brown books. They are some of my favorite. They're my favorite series. There's this one which is like the young chapter book. I think this one's like for 4 to 6 or so there's the easier chapter book which is for 4 to 7. And it just has less pages and less words, and this is the one that I put on the reading challenge because I have it. But I'm gonna say, because you don't have to read these in order, any Billy B. Brown book can replace number 4 on the list as long as it's a Billy B. Brown book, okay? Um, there's also a younger board book ones, and there's older paper ones that are a little bit thicker. We read one this year. Um, okay, so this book has 48 pages. It got nicely spaced. It has words that are different sizes and different fonts. Like what's it called? This one says, "Meet Billy B. Brown. Billy wants to save the planet, and she has a super duper new idea to build a beehive. But why is Jack so upset about her plan?" Oh no. This book, it says that this book helps learn about communication, feelings, and trying to understand one another. It's also good for friendship. Yeah. I'm so excited. I've had this one for almost a year now. And I did skim it, but I haven't read it. My kid has. She said she read it. That doesn't mean she has or that she remembers. But yeah, I have this one and I can't wait to read it. The next thing I have on this book is Breaking News by Jacqueline Harvey. It is a Kenzie and Max book. It's book one. And yeah, it says twins Kenzie and Max Gray's lives are turned upside down when they are whisked off to London and discover their parents are missing. As the situation unfolds, so many things don't add up. Their strange new school, the bizarre grannies on their street, coded messages that they keep finding, and the feeling that all around them adults. This one is like a spy adventure book. I specifically put it on here because I was thinking Spy Kids, but we'll find out when we read it. This book is recommended for 8 and up. And let's see. Some reviews say excitement, action, suspense, and mystery. And then people have loved every minute of the book. There is ciphers to solve throughout the book in the mystery. All right. Oh, ciphers. I do like a good cipher. Trauma, adventure, friendship, and sibling. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. I'm excited about all these books. Um, the next book on this list is Magic Forest. I have my paper down here and my website pulled up right here. So, Magic Forest, it is a fairy unicorn book. I believe it's book 1. Yeah. Yeah. This is also by Xana Davison. It says, "Oh, I have this one. I have this one. I have this one." Um, okay. I can show you some pictures in it. It's got some pictures. It's got the writing. The writing has nice spacing between it. Um, oh, there's a letter. That's exciting. Oh, I love it. Okay, I have this book. It says Zoe is staying with her great aunt when she discovers a magical world full of fairy unicorns. But as soon But soon, Zoe finds out that Unicorn Island is in terrible danger. Can Zoe and her new unicorn friend Estrella uh, help save the island before it's too late? It says Fairy Unicorns is an exciting new series of original illustrated fiction with easy to read text. It's perfect for newly fluent readers who are ready for longer stories. This one is recommended for 7 and up. And let's see. Um, I was reading the reviews, and someone says that they love their kid kept asking them to read this book. And so finally they started reading it out loud, and she ended up being more interested in the book than her child was. Her kid was 4, so it's understandable. They lose interest so fast. Um, yeah, exciting and keeps you on your toes. Definitely, if you read this with your kid, you will have lots of conversation, do comprehensive questions. Um, that's great. Comprehensive question. That is why you should read with your kid. Okay. Um, yes. The next one on this book, or in this challenge is a Bear Grylls adventure book. And I put it that way because Bear Grylls books are always coming and going. They are so popular that sometimes they're out of stock for a while. So, if you can get your hand on a Bear Grylls book, do it. The one that's on the list is the Jungle Challenge. That was the one I was originally gonna do. Literally, I made this 3 days ago, and it's already out of stock. So, I'm gonna read you this one that I've found instead. It is called the Sailing Challenge. Mia loves to take charge and be a leader. She is not good at taking the back seat and letting others have their say. Can Bear show Mia the importance of teamwork and how dangerous the ocean the crew works together? I think that one sounds even more interesting than the jungle challenge one that I have on the list. Okay, so all of these books are super exciting. If you can get one, do it. Um, there's another one. This one is the Arctic Challenge. It says Joe has a big problem with remembering directions, following instructions. Suddenly, he finds himself in the cold Arctic, where knowing where you're going is crucial. Can Bear help him survive? Oh no, I definitely like the same. Ooh. I don't think the Bear Grylls have to be read in order, but that's neat. Okay, so the Jungle Challenge said, I found it, so I can read. Omar wants to win no matter what, but when Bear Grylls get lost in thick tropical jungle, Omar will learn how to slow down and wise up to survive dangerous undergrowth and croc-infested waters. Um, yeah. Okay. Any Bear Grylls book for this challenge. Um, House Go. Okay. These are recommended for 7 and up. Uh, yeah. So I think I'm gonna get the sailing one, to be honest. Add it to my been added. Okay. Moving on. Next book on this challenge. Oh, okay, here we are. Is Fully on the Bus by Catherine Appel. I think is how you say that. Um, all the emotions 7-year-old Leroy experiences as the bully on the bus taunts and threatens are perfectly captured in this sensitive and written novel. The heartwarming, empowering, and offers courage to anyone who ever felt small. Yeah. I have a 5-year-old and fully grasp the understanding of bullies. She understands if somebody is picking, like, when someone upsets her, she understands that, but she doesn't know that that's being a bully. She knows that she can be like, "Stop, I don't like that." Um, but if they don't stop, she doesn't know what to do. And so I was like, this might be a book to read for her. Book is recommended for 7 and up, and this heart-wrenching story gives children real tools and tips and how to deal with bullies. I'm reading you the reviews that I can find. This will help him storm, brainstorm different things to do. Um, um, I like that it is in poetry to introduce the kiddos to a new format. I like poetry. Okay, yeah, I'm 100% behind putting this book on. I'm so glad that I did. I've already printed mine out. I'm not gonna print it out again. Okay, so, the next book on this is Fantastic Friends. It is book 2 in the Vlad the World's Worst Vampire series, and, it is by Anna Wilson. While it is book 2, I believe you don't have to read it as book 2. You might need book 1, though, to understand. I don't I have this one. I have this one. I don't think you have to read book 1, but I recommend you read book 1 because you learn about Vlad's life in book 1. Book 2 says Misery Manor is home to the Impalers or Impalers, the bravest vampire family that ever lived. Except for Vlad. He's not brave at all. He's even a bit scared of the dark. Vlad's parents have flown to Transylvania and left him with a long list of vampire tasks. Luckily, Maxine to help, but and they keep their friendship a secret from Grandpa Gory. Can they? Can they? This book is recommended for 6 to 9, 6 and up. 6 and up. Totally recommend the book. Fun for the whole family. There's not very many. Not very many people have reviewed that one. Um, but I'm excited to read it. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Book 10 is True Stories of Ghosts. True Stories of Ghosts. Ooh. um, it says, serious. Is there really such thing as a true ghost story? The strange tales in this book are based on actual reports by people who believed they had been haunted by ghost or poltergeist. You can't make up your you can make up your own mind after reading their story. I've had this book probably since my beginning at selling kid books. This book is recommended 9 and up. But you could probably read it to your younger kids maybe pre-read it yourself before you read it out loud. Um, I don't know. I've never read it. I've had it this whole time. I've had it, but I've never read it. I've never read this book. Why? I don't know. Don't know. Maybe I thought it was gonna be too scary for me. Um, at the table. Ooh. Look, this one has a map. I'm really excited. I think I did start this once upon a time. A long time. When I first got it, probably. Like, it's still new. The spine hasn't been broken in. Um, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I'm so excited that when I put it down, it just slid right off into the floor. Um, someone said that when they were reading this, their power went off and or while they were reading this. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's I don't I can't tell you anything about that other than it's got some different ghost stories in it and I can't wait. It sounds interesting. The next book on this challenge is number 11 and it's called The Midnight Owl by it's part of the Lily Elf series. It's book 1 and it's by Anna Branford names. Lily is frightened when the midnight owl hoots during the night. When Granny isn't afraid, she thinks the midnight owl sounds friendly. Will Lily always be afraid of him? I'll have to read to find out. This one is recommended for 4 and up. And let's see, looking at the reviews. This book follows Lily on a journey for fear. Hears an owl outside at night. That bothers her, so she brings it up to her dad and her grandmother and learns that the owl is her family and her family have important history. Ooh. Um, engaging. Okay. Someone wrote that when they read these books to their toddlers pretend elves afterwards. Okay, okay. I'm this one it just looks cute. It just looks cute. And I think someone I know has this. Well, I thought my mom had it, but maybe her has it or maybe my niece has them. I don't know. I just remember someone in my family has this book. And so if I have to, I can borrow it from them. The next book on this challenge is called The Lost Reindeer. It is a Hey Jack series book. This is by Sally Rippin along I never said it, but Billy B. Brown is by Sally Rippin also. And Jack and Billy B are best friends. They cross over into each other's stories all the time, but they have their own story book or their own books, and I don't know how that works. So I wanted to read a Hey Jack book, and I put it on here. This one says Jack and Billy are off to carols by candlelight. They can't wait to hear their favorite singers, but what happens? Jack gets lost. I don't know, and I want to know. I thought that this would be perfect to wrap up the year because it's like Christmassy. Um, this book is for 4 and up, and it has no reviews, so I can't read them. Oh, cool! I can see the AR levels. That's cool to know for the future. Okay, So that brings us to the bonus book. The bonus book is a book that when it came out, I wanted it immediately, but I couldn't get it because I didn't have the money. It's called The Night Animal. The Night Animals. Night Animal. By Sarah Ann Jukes. Jukes? Either Jukes or Jux. I can't remember. As Nora struggles to cope with her mother's past traumatic stress disorder, she's visited by rainbow tinted ghost animals that lead her on a journey, both actual and emotional, of discovery, courage, and hope. I like this. I like the pictures that are on it. It what I can read of it sounds interesting, something that I would want to. This one is recommended for 9 and up, and I see one review. It's Wish book 2024. It's a newish book. So it has one review and it says, "This is a wonderful story of a young teen girl learning to recognize her emotions, good and bad, and how to process them in a healthy way via the animal ghost that suddenly appears. Each animal represents different. Each animal represents a different emotion of struggle or struggle she's dealing with as her single mom suffers from PTSD as an for this aspect, I feel this is better suited for a slightly older. Oh, well, it is a wonderful story of recognizing it is okay to ask for help from others, honest, and to be honest when you're struggling. Doesn't that sound like older kids definitely need? Um, Said it was for 9 and up, but the review for it says they think older kids would be better suited for this. So keep that in mind. Maybe read it first. That is all I have to say about that. I am so excited for this challenge. Um, Hopefully I can get the books for Christmas. Yeah, for Christmas. I'm gonna tell people this is what I want for Christmas. That was the 2026 Paper Pie Reading Challenge for children. Um, are you gonna get these books for your kid? Um, I'm gonna get these books for me. I really want to get through all of these books. They sound really interesting. And I am just excited. I'm just excited for my reading in 2026. I have high hopes for it that I'm going to get more read next year than this year. Let me know if you liked this video. Give me a thumbs up. Um have you comment below. Have you read any of these books? Has your kid read any of these books? Are you going to do this challenge with us? Me and my kid are probably going to do this one too. I we like to, it's a thing. And which book are you most excited for? Because right now I think I'm most excited for ooh all of them, but True Stories of Ghost, because I've had the book for so long, but I've never finished it and I'm excited to finally have a reason to get through the whole book. Um Subscribe. If you're not sure if you want to subscribe, you can click the face bubble down here. It'll take you to my channel and you can watch some of my other videos. If you are looking for a playlist, I have playlists so you can go through and be like, I want to watch all of her Halloween stuff or fall stuff. It's up to you, but it'll give you an idea of who I am. I do a lot of book related content, so that'll be the main thing, but I've also done some gaming, crafting, and random reviewing. So I hope you subscribe, and if you've seen me before and you've enjoyed me, please subscribe. Also share this video because sharing is we need we need more people on our reading challenge for PaperPie 2026 children's. Yes. Okay. I will see you on my next. Bye.